Hello and welcome to the Confident at Work podcast. I'm your host and your confidence coach, Anna Manning. You want people to trust you, right? You want people to believe in you. You want people to see your value. Then you have to go first. I keep having this conversation with clients and with people that I talk to. They want to be believed in, they want to be trusted, they want people to see and understand their value. Yes, I get that. We all do. But what they were missing was that they weren't going first. They weren't trusting them. They weren't believing in them. They weren't seeing their value. They thought that that was going to come when other people trusted them, when other people believed in them and saw their value. Then that would be reflected back to them and they would finally be able to agree with them. But it doesn't work like that. It works the other way round. It works when you go first. So I'm going to give you 3 workplace examples that demonstrate this principle that you go first when it comes to trusting and believing and seeing your value, and then other people will follow. So the first example is you're in a meeting. You know you have something to contribute. But before you speak, you're kind of scanning the room. You're like, will they think this is a good idea? Will they disagree with me? Like, what if I get it wrong? And then you might not say anything. But when you go first, you trust yourself. You don't need to know in advance that everyone's going to agree with you before you speak because you trust what you're saying. You believe in the value that you have to bring inherently. So there's very little drama inside your mind. You don't physically think this, it's just what lives in the background. It's something like, I trust that if something comes out of my mouth, there's going to be a useful contribution. And if I'm challenged, I trust myself to respond. So when you have something that comes to mind in a meeting, you just speak. See the difference? Example 2 is if you're going for a promotion. So I've been working with I think 3 clients at the moment who are going for promotions and going for interviews, and we're coaching around confidence. And a lot of times for my people, it will be other people telling them that they're ready for promotion, whether it's their boss, whether it's, other colleagues. They'll be saying, you're ready, you should be going for that. Your manager believes in you, your colleagues believe in you, but you might still be waiting to feel confident enough to apply, to go for it, to put yourself forward, to go through that interview process. You're only going ahead when someone else is giving you the certainty about the fact that you are capable. So it's great that they trust you and they believe in you and they see your value such that they're encouraging you. But the fact that they're having to encourage you probably gives us a clue that you were competent to go for that promotion 2 years ago and something was holding you back. And I bet it was because you haven't gone first yet. You haven't quite believed in you enough. You haven't quite trusted you enough. You haven't quite seen the immense value that you bring or that you would bring to that role. Here's the third example. If you keep over explaining, so you know your subject, you know your experience, you know that you have results, but you keep adding caveats. You say, well, this might not be right, or this might be, a stupid idea. When you solidly see your own value first, you won't need to be persuading people that you've got something valuable. You'll simply offer it. Here's another one. I said I was going to give you 3. I'm actually going to give you 4 because I've been doing a series at the moment called Podcast Prescription. And this is a tangent, but bear with me. I have been, or you have been, should I say, filling out a really quick Google form and telling me the things that you're struggling with confidence-wise at work. I've been looking at that, thinking about what I think is going on for you and what podcast episodes out of almost 200 are going to help you. And I've been sending people a personalized podcast prescription with their specific episodes that I know are going to help them feel more confident at work. If you want one of those, head to the link in the show notes, click on the form and see you in your inbox soon. But Here is the fourth example. Putting yourself forward for opportunities, projects, pieces of work, etc. If you're trusting in you and believing in you and knowing what value to offer, you will be putting yourself forward for things that you have the desire to do. If you're just expecting other people to see your value and to trust you and to believe in you, if you're not going first, those opportunities, those projects, those pieces of work might just pass you by, because it might be that somebody sees your value and your expertise and they think, do you know what, that'd be a great piece of work or great project for you. And they're going to say to you, I would like you to take that. And I believe in you and I trust you and I think you can do it. But very often, that is not how these things go. Very often, you're going to have to be the one who puts up your hand and who volunteers to be the person. Sometimes you're even going to have to advocate among many people that might want to do something. And in order to do that, you've got to go first. You've got to trust you've got something to offer. You've got to believe. You've got to see that you have expertise, that value that you could bring to it. So if you have been kind of outsourcing this, you've been expecting other people to trust you and believe in you and value you, consider whether you've been really doing that for yourself. Because what I know from coaching people is the more you trust you, the more you believe in you, and the more you value you, the less dependent your confidence is going to be on other people's reactions, praise, validation, the more solid you're going to feel on the inside. And the less you'll actually worry about what they're thinking and believing about you, the less you'll worry about whether they trust you and whether they value you, because you'll know that you do. And that's how you'll show up. If you want your podcast prescription, head to the link in the show notes and click the link and you'll get me in your inbox. It would be lovely to meet you. I've been really enjoying, I think I've done like 20 this week. And it's been great to meet you. If you want to coach with me, also head to the link in the show notes, click the link and book a time to call. I am taking on new clients to start in September 2026. So it could be a great time to get some support to feel more confident at work. I will see you in next week's episode. Bye.
Confidence, confidence, confident. I can be confident. Confidence, confidence, confident. I can be confident at work.